right side. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. But it's not in time. Base hit. This one popped up. Young settles underneath it. Base hit and a run in to score.
Comes through with the RBI. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the king.
This one in the air right field. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Hey. Strike two. Pulled out on strikes. That's the first sinker we've seen today, and it was effective.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
In the air, left field, base hit, one run is in. Fires it to the plate, safe. In comes the run from second. And 15-4 is our score. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 on, 2 outs. That one fouled off. And they'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Base hit into the outfield. Here comes the throw. Safe at the plate. It's 15-5. Swings through that one for strike two. This one smoked on its way out of here. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 15-8.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that?
So 2 down. Joe Adele, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a miss. 0-1. This one in the air right field. That one back there. And a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging. That one ends the onslaught and the inning. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. 8th inning coming up. Mariners on. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Kirby Yates.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. Well, these Mariners doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's already homered here in this one.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
can zone. Gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner goes again. Puts a bunt down. Picks it up with a bare hand, and very nicely done for the out.
Man, he made that look easy, didn't he? I mean, there's nothing simple about that play, Boog, especially when you break it down. But right there, everything was done in one fluid motion to deliver a strike over to first just in time.
Hold on. He's coming home.
Nope.
And foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. The tag, he's out at the plate. Wow, that was scary. Someone definitely missed a sign there. 2 down, nobody on. Taps softly to the right side. Throws to first. 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Hey!
Looks like the weather could actually. Here comes the manager out of the.
For Seattle, number 55, Dave Spire.
Swings through that one. Foul ball, still 0-2. Goes down looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Josh Lowe. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and wondering when they're going to stop play. It definitely feels close.
Hey!
The 0-2.
Nope.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Rob Refsnyder.
Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Here's the 0-2. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Left field. Fair ball. Oh, he can't hang on to the throw. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
Up next for Seattle, second baseman, Cole Young.
Runner takes off for third. That one lifted to left. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. And he's out. What a break for the defense. Bottom 9.
Now pitching for Seattle, number 75, Andres Munoz.
That one in triple digits. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Munoz, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Popped up. Young gets under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
In the air to left center. Rodriguez under it. And there are 2 outs. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Nolan Shanuel. There's the strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Got him. That's the ball game. 15-8 the final. Live from Arlington, Texas, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. Just about to get started. J.P. Crawford getting ready to hit. And we're underway in Arlington. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball there. Ripped on a line to center. Hellman takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Batting second, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
It's softly on the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Raleigh with another scorching run of play lately. And that one hammered way back there. It's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. And he'll reach second with one away.
Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle.
He's trying for third. Chopped to the left side, but it kicks foul.
You know, honestly, Boog, it's never really fun as a player to hear your name coming up in trade.
Runner goes again. Ripped, but it curls foul. Man at second. Runner goes again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And the 0-2. Runner on the move again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Just starting out here in Arlington. Runner goes again. On the ground. But that rolls foul. Runner on the move again. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He'll score on the board first. It's 1 zip. 1 down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out. Runners on the move. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The 0-1. The tag, he's out at the plate. Wow, that was scary. Someone definitely missed a sign there. 2 outs and a runner at third. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Runner goes again. Puts a bunt down. Berger fires over to first. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Brandon Nimmo stepping in for the Rangers. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Wyatt Langford will hit next. On the ground to third. Donovan fires across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3. We move ahead to the top of the second now, and stepping in for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. On the ground to first. A flip to the pitcher covering. One pitch and one out. Ground ball right side. Berger takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Brendan Donovan up next for the Mariners.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
Bounce to the right and foul ball. On the ground right side. And the Mariners set down 1-2-3. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the second. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. That one fouled off.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Top of the zone for a called strike. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
He makes the grab. 1 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9, Danny Jansen.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Late with the swing there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Got him. And 2 away now.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
2 down, nobody on. That one's in there. That is strike 2. Swing and a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Batting seventh.
Now here's Andrew McCutchen.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. We played back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Oh, look at the stop, and they get the out. Back to the top of the Seattle order, J.P. Crawford now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Here's your one. Runner on the go again. And it stays fair. Coming home. The relay throw. And he's out on the tag.
Well, this just can't happen right there. You can't try to score from first base with less than 2 outs unless you can pretty much walk across the ditch. And to get thrown out.
Runner takes off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Julio Rodriguez. Doubled his first time. Runner on the go. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Ref Snyder off of first with 2 away. Runner goes again. Jumps, but it's off his glove. And they put the tag on him. That's the 3rd out, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back in Arlington, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ezekiel Duran stepping in for the Rangers. And a foul ball. Duran getting to start at 3rd in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in the Dominican Republic. Late on that fastball. Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop. And that's a great play for the out. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Here's Brandon Nimmo. He popped out his first time.
Nimmo.
This one chopped up the middle. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. And that means Corey Seager will have a chance to hit. In there for strike 1. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Ripped to 3rd and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Naylor with some... impressive production lately. Ripped to first, caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Now the third baseman, Brendan Donovan. Grounded out his first time up. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. One left for Seattle, but they're on top 2-0. Back at Globe Life Field. On fire coming in, and man, he's still sizzling in this one.
Great command of his pitches. He's the whole package. If you're building a prototype in the lab, it probably looks a lot like this.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. The 1-0.
Well, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. To the right side, Young. The throw to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. And now it's Jake Berger to hit. Tap foul at the plate. The M's leading by 2. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. Struck him out swinging. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the air to left center. Arozarena on the move to the alley. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. We go to the top of the 5th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cole Young.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've launched 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Runner on the go. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Going. Gone. A 2-run homer. His 4th home run. Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Yeah, that's fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame, and we're at the top of the 5th. Drilled out towards left center field. Going back. And caught on the warning track. Pulls that one foul. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Liner, base hit. Relay to second, safe, and that's his third hit. Fouled off left side. Oh, 1 down. Swinging a foul out of play.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2 on, 1 out. Double steal. In the air, right field. Nimmo gets under it. Makes the grab.
Up next for Seattle.
And now it's Josh Naylor. Right side, and that's just foul. 2 aboard, 2 outs. High fly ball, right field. Nimmo under it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now back in Arlington, bottom of the inning. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, these Rangers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 0-2. That one ripped, and it stays fair. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And he'll pull into second safely.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already.
I just think the lack of drawing any walks is an indication that they need to be a little more selective and less anxious about forcing something to happen.
Snap throw behind the runner, but he's safe.
You know what I feel like, Boo? I mean, throwing it down to second base, like, honestly, there's only a couple of guys that have ever had any success in doing that. It's just really hard to pick somebody off second.
It's a fair point. Man at second. Struck him out without a swing. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Duran swings through it for strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Ball outside.
Man on second, 2 down. This one in the air, right field. That's a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. They're on the board, 4-1. That's to third, and that's a fair ball. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Corey Seager. That's in there, and that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that will end the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We're back, and here's a look at how we got to this stage of the game.
Now pitching for the
So
Rangers.
out of the bullpen for the Rangers, Jalen Beeks.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive, he's got it. Got him. Nice play.
Look at the commitment to make the play. Down on the ground from the knees. That's not just arm strength, guys. That's core strength as well. Look at that rocket across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And that knocked Bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice...
There goes the runner. Ripped on the ground to second. They get 1. Now they get the runner and a rundown. They put the tag on him, and that's a double play to end the inning. Back at Globe Life Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Wyatt. Langford stepping in for the Rangers. Swinging a foul straight back.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
The 0-2. Stays alive. The 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Fights that one away, still 1-2. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's 1 down. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him looking. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
That is the inning. Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Cole Winn.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And the batter will be the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Here comes the 0-1. And that one hit to first. Berger takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for Seattle, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they get it out of the play. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping in, Rob Refsnyder. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. So Julio Rodriguez now gets a chance with 2. Gone. First offering, runner goes, and it's fouled away. Runner goes again. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. The throw to third, hung up in a rundown now. There's the tag, they get him, and that's the inning. Back in Arlington. Well, Singy, we featured him at the top of the show, and wow, what a performance so far.
Yeah, from the first pitch, he's been in full command. No drama, just results out there. Yet another stellar outing and likely victory.
On the ground, right side, Young. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. Here's McCutchen, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong and their timing's off.
Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
Next for the Rangers, the third baseman, Ezekiel Jones.
And there's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off. Oh, 2 now. Got him swinging. And the Rangers back at Globe Life Field. Their offense has produced a lot of hits. So far as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Arozarena at the plate now, and that's strike 1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner takes off for third. Cut on and miss. Tag. Safe. Jansen too late with the throw.
When a guy's got that kind of lead at second base, somebody's got to call timeout. Pitcher's got to step off. The catcher's got to ask the ump for time or something. You can't let him get out that far.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should score the run. A Rosarena. And to score. It's 5-1. Dominic Canzone. The next to hit, 1 for 3. Flares it into the outfield. Diving, it gets down. Could be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Cut off, throw to third. And he's got no chance. He's out. Line drive and foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning, and we're at the top of the 8th. That's out to center field. Takes it in for the out. Manager out of the dugout. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Carter Baumler.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped, but it curls foul. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. This one in the air, center field. Hellman moving under this one. And that'll do it. Last half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Mariners.
Back in Arlington, bottom of the 8th. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers.
Oi.
0-2 now. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Criswell, he's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. Out towards right center field. Full extension, makes the catch.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You could absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
Lined into left center, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds. Add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key. Throwing the ball where he wants to.
Langford in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Goes down looking. One left for 10. We go to the 9th. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, J.P. Crawford. That one ripped. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner breaks for third. In the air to left center. Langford should have this one. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. And now the right fielder, Rob Refsnyder. Up the middle. Nice grab. The throw is wild and it gets away. And he's out trying for two. But they do get a run. That one drilled left field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Now a relay to second, and in there with a double off the wall.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Now it's Randy Arozarena, who's trying for third. Here's a rocket to right field, and that'll do it. On to the bottom of inning number. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who is your favorite big league mascot?
The Philly Fanatic, still the best mascot.
Is there a reason?
Well, I love the Phillies, and I love Mike Schmidt. Michael Jack Schmidt, 548 home runs. He was my favorite.
Well, some people say you and the Philly Fanatic kind of have some things in common.
We have a similar body type. It's true. One out, bottom of the ninth. Comes up empty.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Into center. And it drops in. And that's a one-out single.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
And the 0-2. On the ground to third. Stops it on a slide. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there. Last chance now for the Rangers. Andrew McCutchen digs in now.
Hey.
They're down to their final strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Chop to first. Naylor steps on the bag himself. Ball game. And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.